Asta can no longer hold himself against the demon that is taking over him and the Witch of the Forest. But who is the person that's going to save him out of everyone? And that is Vanessa. You thought it was going to be Silver, you thought it was going to be Yami. No, it's Vanessa who has to step up to the plate to actually save everyone at this moment in Black Clover. This chapter, I was honestly surprised and all that, seeing that it was Vanessa having to step up to the plate and seeing exactly why, a little bit more of an understanding what was going on with her for the most part. Like, when you was getting Z for this chapter, and I got to say as well, like, when I was seeing this chapter for the first time, like, with 99, like, I will honestly say, like, especially with the art, because boy, oh boy, that's something that we talked about. If you guys know, on a previous video, I've also as well trashed that art as well, and mainly this was because this wasn't Black Clover that got this treatment as well. This was other manga as well, as they got forced to, like, rush out. I believe, like, some manga were able to get it done in time, maybe that they were done earlier in the fact, but generally the fact that it was, like, it was really goddamn annoying and insulting, the fact that, like, not only Black Clover, but other manga had to suffer because, like, things like Jump pushed out a day earlier, where it's like, no, you have to do it now. And the fact that, like, some of the artwork looked really fucking rough in this chapter. So it's the fact that it's like, if this was just Black Clover that was affected by this, I would have complained a little bit more about it. But I will still say there's, like, only, like, 2 pages or 2 panels at least and all that. That looked really rough and bad. It was like when she was taking, like, possession of Asta throughout it, and the same thing with Vanessa with her powers as well. The fact that Vanessa, like, after everything, she was like, I will stay here, like, eternally and all that. And it's like, no, please let me stay and all that, you know, like, let Asta go, let them live and all that. I will be forever, like, just do that. And the main reasons after all this time we were wondering, why exactly did she run away in the first place? Was it just because, well, generally she was a bitch in general? And it's because the fact that Vanessa has, apparently, she has the ability to control fate in some way, where I was like, wow, that's something, because, like, she also has the string, like, as a lot of things, and, like, it actually has a lot more of a deeper meaning, saying, like, that she can not only just, like, control string in general, but it's actually, like, kind of the string of fate. And I was like, oh, that's something, like, in general. I was like, that's, like, wow, I was like, really, Vanessa has that kind of power? Like, she actually has, like, this huge ability that's kind of been hidden, like, all the way. And the fact that we had this emotional moment with her, like throughout all this time, which I really had, like, a great, like, there was a great moment with her and all that when we got to see the flashback between her and Yami. The fact that she was so alone at that point, that she was making string, like, friends for her to talk to herself, and Yami's just, like, there as, like, I'd like to say at this point, like, because Vanessa was pretty, I'd say, like, Vanessa was about, like, 16, like, maybe 15 in that. Yami looks like he was probably about 19, 20. He's, like, there, like, having the shit kicked out of him as he, like, gone, and he's just like, I was fucking passing by and I'm getting attacked. Seriously, fuck that hag. What the hell? Like, I love that about Yami. Like, you're seeing this young Yami, like, kind of busting in. He's like, you know, like, oh, like, I hate fate, like, you know, fuck all that stuff and all that. And saying, you know, why you even pay attention to him and all that, you know, like, with the whole destiny shit. Now that you decide your own stuff, like Vanessa and all that, you got to decide for yourself. And I kind of like that, like Vanessa finally, like, breaking out, and then the fact that we saw, like, a ton of, like, these little flashbacks of, like, not only just of, like, you know, Vanessa, but of, like, all the times that she spent with the other characters. I honestly had, like, such a great time with that, like, when you see, like, Binral and, like, a bunch of the other guys, and it's just, like, all these moments that she spent with them, with Asta and the gang, like, it was just nice, like, as she seemed like there was a great one right at the end where, like, all of them were just, like, shooting the shit, just enjoying themselves at, like, you know, like, having dinner, and it was just a great moment all together. And the fact that we saw that, and she's just crying her eyes out and all that, saying, like, you're not family, you're not part of it, it's everyone in the Black Bulls, that's family right now. And the fact that Asta's going out of his way, like, even with, like, possession and all that, he's barely holding on, just trying to, like, stop Silver. Like, the fact that you think, like, his blood, like, just kind of popping out of him, like, he's just trying to use everything he has right now to stop this blade going through Silver. And the fact that, like, Vanessa is the one that's finally got to, like, you know, be the one to solve this, and, like, her, like, actual, like, book as well just starts, like, changing as she gets more parts of the script. And the fact that this little cat comes out made of red string. So I'm really interested that chapter 100 is going to be dedicated to Vanessa. And, like, even with this chapter, it was up to Vanessa to save the day, and I really like that about it. Like, you know, chapter 99, and it was about family. Then that was the thing, and it's like she found out exactly her, like, true family and all that was the people that she had right in front of her, which was the Black Bulls. I thought was a pretty good thing. And the fact that this has become more Vanessa's art, like, I think, like, Vanessa was kind of, like, put on the sidelines for a while, and I'm kind of glad that it's now coming back full circle, like, as we're finding out more about Vanessa. And I think, like, everyone's kind of getting their own little bit of an arc or something about them. We've had like multiple characters like find out their little bit of backstory and what's been going on with them. Like we've had Gauch, we've had Finral, we've had Vanessa, Silver, and there's a couple that we haven't seen like Charmy, you know, like stuff like that. So we'll have to see like if we're gonna get in the future. But other than that and all that, I honestly like I think it's really shitty that like, you know, this happened to this chapter, mainly because it was like, oh, they had to like rush out this art as like you guys. So I hope like a lot of people are like say, oh fuck this shit and all that, what's this lazy art? And it's like, it's not just like, you know, Black Clover got this, other manga got this as well today. That like it was not just this, it was also as well from what we saw and all that. It was Academia, and I think even Gintama had it. Like I think there was one other manga as well that had this kind of situation, but we'll have to wait and see and all that. As like, you know, I only keeping up with a certain few series and all that nowadays and all that, so have to see. But that's all from me. Thank you as always for watching and all that. Really recommend you guys check out this chapter, pretty goddamn awesome. And I'll see you guys though next time.